Y'all do realize that everything on this app doesn't have to be made political, right? Like, you do realize that. I made a video about the amount of people following Casey Anthony like a week and a half ago, and literally the comments, oh, probably all Democrats, probably the liberals, MAGA this, Kamala followers that. No, people followed Casey Anthony. I just unfollowed one of my favorite creators, influencers, that I have followed for a very long time. I love him. I love his content. He just hit 1 million followers, and I thought it was the greatest thing ever. I was like, you know what? There is no one more deserving. Until he announced that he was going to do a brand trip, and that in order to go on the brand trip, you have to show proof that you didn't vote for Donald Trump in the election. And not only that, but starts off the video with, I'm going to lose followers, and I just don't give a fuck. You should. These are people that have followed you for a very long time, that really enjoyed you and really enjoyed your content. And you want to lose them as followers because you disagree with how they voted in the election? They didn't stop following you because of who you voted for in the election. And I'm going to play the clip of the video because, as he said in his, I'm going to lose followers and I don't give a fuck. So I'm going to put you out there because I don't give a fuck, because this video sincerely gave me the ick. Shutting out your friends, shutting out your family, shutting out your followers that make your platform what it is because of who they voted for is crazy work.
Followers, but guess what? I don't give a two. For the brand trip, I'm getting tagged in a lot of videos of you guys being like, hey, I want to come on the brand trip. I have not opened the application process, but there will be one key piece. You will have to provide some kind of proof that you did not vote Donald Trump for the 2024 election. That unfortunately is required.
Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So I came across this on my FYP where this lady was actually I don't know how to put it, but she was really angry that a particular creator came on TikTok and said that he is going on a brand trip. That's his brand trip. I think his name is Brand, something like that. So he called it Brand Trip. And the only people who are allowed to come on that trip alongside with him is people who have a proof that they didn't vote for the current administration. And this lady came out outraged. Like, she came out and was really angry that that creator had to say that, and that made her to kind of block the creator. And she's telling people that everything cannot be political. You can't make everything political. Okay, that's what she said. Anyway, I have some clips for you guys, okay, from other creators who have something to say about the whole MAGA word. Okay, let's go watch these clips, then we come back and talk more. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Let's have that conversation in the comment section. And please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. Okay, and credit to all creators on this video. Let's go watch.
Hi MAGA voters, how you doing? Just want to give your guy Trump a quick performance review. So far, he has cratered the economy with his approach to tariffs. He's been deporting people at a rate slower than Joe Biden was deporting people. He has failed to end the conflict in Ukraine despite promising to do so in 24 hours. And inflation is at the same rate it was when Joe Biden left office because he lied to your face about inflation being high. Okay, have a good day.
No more Washington, D.C. I hate it. It makes no sense. They call it the District of Columbia. It's got nothing to do with Columbia. It's nowhere near Columbia. From now on, it will be Washington, D.A., District of America. No more of this Columbian nonsense.
But of what use is this? What does it really change? What does it add to the economy? Because I thought we are still talking about how the economy has to move on, how America has to make a lot of money. Actually, I'm so shocked that we are talking about District of America and District of Columbia in this period when people are looking forward to making a lot of money as promised them, when people are looking forward to buying cheaper eggs and cheaper groceries. So why are we talking about DA and DC? Okay, what use and what, like, you guys share with me. I really don't know. Maybe there's actually a reason behind this which I'm not aware. What use is all of this pronouncement? Okay, let me know in the comments what you think. But I just think that I don't know.
We have some big news right now. The Trump administration has officially cut more than $1 billion worth in funding aimed at helping schools and food banks purchase from local farmers. According to the nonprofit School Nutrition Association, multiple states were recently notified of these funding cuts. Right now, in 2025, an estimated $660 million in funds were supposed to go through local food for schools programs in 2025, and well, that will now be cut. It's no longer available. And according to reports from The Independent and others, the reason why this funding was cut was because of Doge and Elon Musk. Essentially, the purpose of the Local Food Purchase Assistance Cooperative Agreement Program is to provide food to food banks and organizations that reach underserved communities. And the goal is to purchase from local farmers to support our farmers. And yet that's no longer going to happen for reasons just because they want to cut more spending. I'll do a full breakdown on my Substack shortly, so be sure to subscribe for free at the link in my bio and follow along for all the news you need to know about. I'm sure there'll be more to come very soon.
I think that some of these people who are going to be experiencing, whose kids are going to be affected by this particular bill right now, are people who voted massively for the current administration, and to also think that these guys, some of them are not even able to afford like a good meal for their kids because of the amount they're being paid and the cost of living right now. They cannot afford it, so they augment with the whole school feeding program that is happening in different schools across the nation. And right now they are not even able to do that. The schools cannot have that funding anymore to be able to feed these kids. And some of you voted for this and you're excited about it when the whole thing started. Now you're finding out, I guess.
Y'all see this report of Elon Musk crying in the Oval Office to Donald Trump because Tesla lost $175 billion? It's apparently the reason why Donald Trump ended up doing that infomercial for Teslas at the White House. But on top of losing $175 billion at Tesla, he's also been reportedly pressuring his board execs to give him a $50 billion payout at Tesla. But he's mad as fuck that a judge in Delaware blocked that shit. The reason was that the negotiations surrounding the package had been inappropriate due to a lack of independence among board members and problematic influence by Musk over those negotiations. Again, this is just another example about how billionaires, especially Elon Musk, thinks that he's the richest man on the planet and could just fucking do anything he wants and pressure anybody he wants. He's so mad about it that he's not just trying to appeal it. He's also trying to use his power and influence to try to change the laws because he thinks he's above the fucking law. Because it's not a coincidence that in the same state that Elon Musk lost a $50 billion payout because a judge blocked it, is the same state where there's a new corporate law being put on the books that the Senate just passed that would give billionaires greater leverage to extract the money from their company. The way Elon Musk just tried to do with Tesla. Then you start connecting the dots and start seeing that the people who wrote the actual legislation for this bill was Tesla's law firm. A law firm that represents Tesla and Elon Musk has written proposed legislation that would alter Delaware corporate law. Legislation drafted by Richards, Layton, and Finger, or RLF, would amend Delaware general corporation law and if adopted, could pave the way for reinstatement of Musk's pay. I need you to understand that this thin-skinned piece of shit thinks that he can buy the presidency, influence every single fucking race, change the laws because he thinks he's above the law. If you're in Delaware, comment, share, repost, and do all the engagement pieces because we need to get this out to everybody in Delaware. Everybody should be calling their senators, their congresspeople in Delaware to make sure that they don't vote for Senate Bill 21. And even if you're not in Delaware, I need us to be paying attention that it's not just Doge. This is just another example about how billionaires want to continue to hoard power and think that they are above the law and think that they are better than everybody else while calling you the parasite class. Don't fall for the fucking okie doke.
For years, many MAGA supporters were sold a vision of economic revival, populist strength, and a government that will finally work for the people rather than the elites. But as time goes on, more are starting to realize that the politicians they supported, many backed by billionaires and corporate interests, were never truly looking out for them. The policies championed by these leaders have consistently favored the ultra wealthy, from massive tax cuts for billionaires to deregulations that benefit corporations at the expense of workers. Meanwhile, the middle class, the backbone of America, continue to struggle with rising costs, stagnant wages, and a shrinking social safety net. Healthcare remains unaffordable for many. Infrastructure in rural and working class communities continues to decay, and the promise of bringing back well-paying jobs have largely gone unfulfilled. Even on cultural issues, many MAGA supporters have found that while their leaders stoke, outrage to win elections, they rarely take meaningful action to improve their daily lives. Instead, policies enacted by these politicians often end up enriching the same elite they once claimed to oppose. The realization is setting in for MAGAs, right? Their votes have helped secure power for billionaires and corporations, not themselves. The real question now is whether they will continue to be manipulated by the same rhetoric or finally demand leaders who actually represent the interests of working Americans. Or will MAGA ever change? Like, do you think that we ever change and think about themselves and think about the people they care about, think about the people around them, think about others other than their selfish interest alone? Do you ever think they are going to consider that? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, okay? Because this whole MAGA thing, I don't know when it's going to end. We just started. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and please do well to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. Okay, thank you so much guys for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.